Hey everybody, Tommy Tombo here, and today I'm going to be going through the PlayStation Showcase and I'm going to rank all the trailers that we see in a tier list to see which trailers I absolutely loved, which ones I didn't really care for, and the ones that were bad. Get it under the bed, bad. Go to level with you. Not a big fan of Star Wars. If you like Star Wars, I think you'd be excited for that. I'm not personally for it, so I really don't care. This is as C tier as you can get with me. So I'm gonna just pop it there. C tier is 100% like other people will like it. I don't care. I really couldn't care. Project Eve just fucking slaps. It starts off in the outer space and she gets thrown out and it looks like Dead Space or something. You're like, ooh, this is good. And then it's on Earth and it turns into like hack and slash Bayonetta style like fighting. And it's just, mate, it just slaps so hard. 100% excited for the game. I never knew of Project Eve before I first saw the trailer. So this hooked me so quick. It's not because of the booty. Don't say that. It's for the gameplay. Project Eve is going right into S tier. Easy. Mwah. On to the next one. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is something that I'm just really excited for. I played both the first and the second Borderlands with friends and loved it. The third one I played on its own and was kind of meh on. I didn't even finish it, which was kind of a shame. But Wonderlands 100% feels like my type of style because I really enjoyed Tiny Tina. Whenever she was in Borderlands 2, she was one of my favorite characters. Some people, she kind of rubs the wrong way. I'm 100% on board with her kind of comedic timing and stuff. It looks like it's really steering into that just comedic, childish, brutal guns blazing approach. So I'm 100% game for it. To put it in a place, I don't know if I'm really lenient, but Wonderlands is an S tier for me as well. I think everything, prediction, everything is either going to be S tier or F, because I'm just not going to care for it. Forspoken is a game that I both think looks really good, but also kind of drifts from my memory very quickly. I watched it and I was like, that's good. I actually like a lot of the abilities it's showing. The movement looks great for traveling. Some of the water and the ice powers, it all looks really cool, but not very memorable. And I think that's kind of my problem with it. In terms of where I would put it then, because of that, is difficult. Because in terms of the powers and the gameplay it kind of shows, I would actually kind of put it in A tier. But the trailer itself and kind of what it's showing me, I don't really care about the wrist thing that talks. I don't care about the character. It's just kind of showing me the world and showing the powers, and I'm like, yeah, I'd play that. So for me, I think it would go in B tier, which is a tough B tier to go in because I feel like in certain scenarios, the trailer was just a little bit more engaging. I think it would be higher. This one's pretty short and simple. I don't play Rainbow Six. This is their introduction to their new season. It's not going to make me want to play Rainbow Six Siege. For anybody who plays Siege, I'm sure that's exciting. I'm actually quite excited to see the memes that might come out of it because I don't know how, but Rainbow Six gets some really good memes sometimes. Not saying that the games are bad, but the people that make content around Rainbow Six make some really funny stuff. This is the same as Knights of the Old Republic. I don't play the game. This doesn't make me want to play the game, and I'm just not their target audience, so I'm happy putting that in the C tier with Knights of the Old Republic.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Yep, so that's Alan Wake, remastered. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I saw it over the weekend, it was the only trailer that I literally jumped out of the seat being like, it's your boy back in the game. We got ourselves a remaster of the man, Alan Wake. I played Alan Wake a long time ago, back whenever I was far younger, for the 360. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. It still has like really striking imagery for me. I just love the whole tone of it, the gameplay. I loved the idea that you had to like shine the light on the monsters before shooting them. It was like an interesting mechanic over just Rudy Tooty gun and shooty. And I was really excited about it. It is a remaster, so I'm just getting excited for a game I already played. It's not like there's anything new coming out of it. Although I was really excited about it, I still don't think it's S tier. Like compared to Project Eve and Wonderlands, those things like came right out of the box swinging. And especially for like Project Eve, I didn't know what it was before I saw the trailer and I was sold on it. So Alan Wake, I was like, hell yeah, I'm game for this. But if I also never played Alan Wake again in my life, I'd probably be happy with the memories. So for that, I think it's a good A tier. I think it balances it off nicely. This is amazing. I am like blown away. I don't think you guys can even fathom what we just experienced there. Because that's not just the next step in PlayStation's gaming. That's the next step in gaming of all kinds. I think we've gone from like 2D to 3D to like GTA 5. This is such a big step. And it's such a change to the game that I respect Rockstar for what they're doing. This is a big step. They took a big risk going for this. And look at the game they made. This is phenomenal. And I think that's why this tier list isn't good enough for it. GTA 5 is in a tier on itself. This is probably going to be the game of the year every year from the day it gets released to the day I die. Anyway, on to the next game.
A new age will dawn.
I think it's the same for a lot of games. I'm really enjoying the look of it. The gameplay looks a lot of fun. I like the setting of like Tokyo. Yeah, the monsters seem to have this kind of Japanese folklore kind of design to them. The whole game visually looks really appealing. I don't know too much about the story. We kind of see that about like, I gotta save my sister, daughter, I don't know, my wife, one of them. That's just the main emotional plot, that he has to go through that and go through this unknown world. And I vibe with it. Personally, I would put it up there in A tier with Alan Wake. It looks pretty good. It didn't absolutely wow me, but again, it's a game that still emotionally hooked me, that I was like, I would be interested in playing this.
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
Meh. I don't have a problem with it. Nothing there seems like it's horrible. Doesn't seem like a massive cash grab or anything. I don't know. Nothing particularly stands out at the same time. If you're interested in it, sure. Some of the visuals look pretty nice. The comedy was both really dry. Like I didn't like the heart attack joke, but then also the joke of the dog saying there is always catch. And not with Bull. I thought that was funny. I thought the dog was a funny wee side character. But other than that, yeah, Bog Standard, kind of forgettable. If I never played it, I don't feel like I'd be missing much. I think it follows the same idea as the Rainbow Six Siege stuff. It just looks like it's made for somebody other than me. So, yeah, C tier. I gotta be honest, I don't know this IP at all. It's vampires. That seems to be like a people versus vampire or vampire versus vampire game mode. Similar to the Rainbow Six trailer. It doesn't make me want to know more about it. Like it shows the different types. It's again something that doesn't appeal to me, but it makes me not want to know it anyways. Comparing it to like the Rainbow Six Siege trailer, I feel like at least the Rainbow Six Siege trailer was a bit more interesting. I just didn't vibe with that trailer at all. And I think even from my first viewing, I was like, this is my least favorite trailer. So I'm going to like put it right down in D tier. There's like no boxes being ticked with that trailer for me.
Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
It looks really good. I'm 100% for it as the story. The main character that you play as, I think it said his name was like Colt. It was like right from the trailer, you really get to know him as like the guy who's questioning stuff, like what's going on here? who am I doing this for? How do I get out? He is asking all the questions that like you as a player would also be asking. So it really gets me on board with the kind of story right away. The fact that he's like, who the hell is this girl? Is a line I really enjoy for him as a character. The whole vibe of the trailer really sells me on the experience of like playing as him and being on the island trying to solve the mystery. This is a very simple one for me. It is right up there in S tier. And if I'm honest, there's other Deathloop trailers I believe I've seen in the past that I think would have been like A tier if I was reviewing them now. But I think out of all the Deathloop trailers that have been shown, this is probably one of my favorite. This is going to be a pretty short and sweet one. It's just a teaser at this point. I know nothing about the IP. It's not like it's doing anything bad. It's given me enough to be intrigued, but it's not massive. It's called a teaser for a reason. You're just giving a little bit to get interested and familiar with the name. Like, I hadn't heard about Kid Amnesia beforehand, so I don't even know where I'd put it. This is actually a tough one for me. I would probably put it... I think I might actually have to go B tier on this, because I can't deny it does the job. It's a teaser, it's just teasing it out, and I am interested, but at the same time it's not like it's showing me a lot. You can pet the crab! You can pet the crab. But yeah, that's Chia, I believe is the way you pronounce it. I absolutely love it. I'm all for it. It looks really fun. I like how they show in the trailer that you can become a dog not only to just like be a dog, but you can dig up stuff, or you can be a crab specifically to open certain locked boxes. Like, there's a use for becoming each character, similar to like Mario Odyssey or something. I'm really excited to have that kind of experience. The story looks really nice. The fact that it's based on, what did it say, New Caledonia? Nice to get that kind of different story being told by a different culture. I'm all for it. I'm really looking forward to see where it goes. If I was to put it somewhere, I think I'm very generous, but I think it's also an S tier. I don't feel like there was anything wrong with it. I'm kind of just really vibing with it, so yeah. I know some people are really excited for it. It's still a teaser right now, so we just got to see the claws. That's pretty much it. We don't see any gameplay, any story. I'm fine with it. Not like I'm going to be going like, whoa, Wolverine with the claws. I can wait like another 6 months until they bring a trailer that has either story or gameplay. Good for you. Make a Wolverine game. Why not? I'll put it in B tier. It's pretty much... I'm not shocked by it, but sure. Keep me updated. I really don't know how to react to Gran Turismo 7 because I honestly don't care about Gran Turismo games. Like, so little, which would put it into like the C or possibly D tier list. The only redeeming factor that doesn't put it in the D tier is the photo mode, surprisingly enough. I feel like the only good thing they did in that trailer for somebody who doesn't play the games is show the photo mode, because the photo mode looks pretty good, and the ability to like do those types of like high fidelity gaming photo things. Like, I have friends that are really into that, so I can look at that and be like, there's one reason to play Gran Turismo 7. I don't know why you needed the classical music. I think that's my core thing. You didn't need the classical music and be like, this is the greatest thing on earth. It's kind of the same as the Wolverine trailer. You're not showing me a lot. The idea of showing both Miles Morales and Peter Parker kind of fighting together, I thought that was cool. Like, the kind of tag team idea of fighting both, and then the introduction of Venom. They're just expanding their universe more and more, which I'm all for. As a sequel, go ahead. Bring in some new villains. Bring in Venom. I'm happy with it. It's still a teaser. They're really showing gameplay. You're just getting people excited. So it goes in the same spot as Wolverine for the most part. Although if I was doing like case by case, I think it would just be slightly above Wolverine.
Are you coming with us?
You'll get your answer soon enough. well, some of them.
They put it at the end for a very good reason. It was like very hyped. People were very excited for this. And yeah, I'm a simple man. I loved it. I'm excited. I've played some of the first God of War. I didn't play all of it because I'm a wee wussy boy and thought it was too hard. But that trailer like reinvigorated me. I'm excited with the story. Everything there is like really engaging. I'm all for it. The son is older and is kind of pushing back. Like there's a whole world out there for him and Kratos can't really contain him anymore because he's not as much of a wee boy. He kind of needs to go out and see the world, and I'm all for it. Introducing new people, new areas. This really was like the showcase of the showcase. This was what it was all building up for, and yeah, knocked it out of the park. That is a nice S tier. Yeah, that's us. This is the whole tier list of the showcase. You can kind of get a rough idea of the games I really liked, the games I wasn't too big on, but for the most part, having 5 games in the S tier is pretty good. GTA 5 on the PS5, it's going to change the game, baby. It's going to change the whole gaming landscape.